Select table for changing. What is this about? There is a select, it has a value, and suppose we want to either add values here or change one of those values. For example, here we want to change the selected orange 5 to orange 6. Now, to do that, we have to go to the source table, which is where the values that we take in the select are stored, and change it to orange 6. Then go back to that table. But in most cases, that's very inconvenient. So it is possible to allow editing the row relating to the selected value in the source table, also from this field. How to do this? Go to Settings, the parameter is called Select Table for Change. Here you must select the table you want, which is the source table. I already have it selected here. I save it. And now, when we click the field to edit, we see two additional buttons. Add a value or edit a value. Let's try to edit and we get an error. This is because this select uses a base field. Let's find it now. It's used here, and here in the second select. Here they both S1 and S2 use that base field in the source table as the base field. If the base field is not set, then id is used and this table mechanism to change will try to use id. If there is a base field, then you need to enable that parameter and enter the name of the field that is used as the base field for the comparison. Now let's try it. Open, say edit, and we see the panel from the source table with all the fields that are visible in the panel, and we can edit them here, save it, and this value will pull up here right away. Also, if we right-click, there's an edit button here. It does the same thing as the blue button when you open Cell for editing. If we want to add a new value, we press plus, fill in the parameters for adding, press save, and this value will immediately be selected in the select field. This mechanism takes into account accesses to the source table. If the role that opens this field editing does not have access to the source table for changes, user does not have these buttons. If it does not have access to change or visibility of any of these fields, he does not see them in the panel and in the source table. How to make the source table not appear in the tree? We will discuss this in the access section. Right now I can do a little preview by saying that there is a parameter hide from the tree. That is, the role must have edit access, and you can put that this table doesn't hang in the tree, that it's hidden in the tree. It doesn't affect access, it affects the display in the tree. But we'll go over that again when we get to accesses. In addition to automatic editing, you can set the source table by code. For example, it works when you have different source tables depending on some conditions. In this table, I will show you an example of this field. So, what do we need to do? We need to enable the table to change, because the parameter we need is the panel code as a child of the table to change. When we enable this setting, it's no longer this selected table is used, but we add it here. That is, the link to panel function is used. We choose in it the table which we want to change. Now it works only with id, but after some time it will work with base field too. So id will be specified here, but if base field is specified, we will substitute id with base field. And here we have the following possibility. Here we specify the current value of the field, and here we have the possibility to pass some value to the field when we add a new one. For example, we will pass in type immediately the fruit value. This will work like this. For example, we open here, press plus, and type, you see, already as fruit. Also we can, for example, pre-fill in the title and say it will be a new value. Not here, just below, here. Field, for example, title, equal sign, string. Let's see how it works. Again, plus, and here we have a filled-in new value in fruit. That's all about setting up a field to change the source table. Practice on your server and move on.